Welcome to my channel. Subscribe, listen, and enjoy my stories every day. I pull into the driveway earlier than usual, the sun still high and casting warm rays across our manicured lawn. The familiar scent of freshly cut grass fills the air as I step out of the car, a smile on my face. Today, I feel like celebrating. Clara, our maid, had just announced her pregnancy, and I couldn't be happier for her. She's like family to us, having been with us for years, helping around the house and caring for our daughter, Lily. As I walk toward the front door, I hear laughter coming from inside. I exchange a knowing glance with my wife, Ella, who's just stepped out of the passenger seat. Sounds like Clara is in a good mood, I say, nudging Ella playfully. She smiles, but her eyes seem distant, lost in thought. We enter the house, the laughter growing louder. I expect to see Clara and Lily playing in the living room, maybe a game of dress-up or a tea party. Instead, what I walk into is a scene that will forever change everything. Clara is sprawled across the couch, half naked, giggling with a man I've never seen before. He's leaning in, whispering something that makes her laugh even harder. My heart sinks, confusion flooding my mind. What is going on? Where is Lily? Before I can process it, Ella gasps, her face turning white as a sheet. Clara, she screams, the sound piercing through the air like glass shattering. I watch in shock as Ella lunges forward, her hand flying out to grab Clara by the hair, yanking her away from the man. What the hell are you doing? I shout, my voice trembling. The man stumbles back, eyes wide with disbelief, but then he recovers quickly. Hey, back off, he snaps, trying to assert dominance in a situation he clearly doesn't understand. Ella's face is a mixture of rage and heartbreak. You think this is okay? She snarls at Clara. You think you can just sleep with my husband's friend and get away with it? The accusation hangs in the air, and my heart drops even further. Husband's friend? I echo, trying to grasp the tangled threads of this nightmare. What do you mean? Ella's gaze shifts to the man, a flicker of recognition crossing her features. You're the one who's been calling me. The late-night texts, the dinners, how could you? Realization crashes over me like a wave. This man is not just a stranger, he's the other side of a betrayal I never saw coming. I look back at Clara, who is wide-eyed and silent, suddenly looking small and vulnerable. Is this true? I demand, the words spilling out of me. I didn't know. Clara stammers, her voice trembling. I thought he was just a friend. Ella releases her grip, and Clara stumbles back, clutching her stomach. You're pregnant, Clara. How could you do this to me? To us. Ella's voice is laced with pain, and it's then I realize she's not just angry, she's hurt, deeply wounded. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen. I thought he was single. Clara pleads, tears streaming down her cheeks. I stand frozen, processing the whirlwind of betrayal. Ella's affair with this man, my supposed friend, had led to Clara's pregnancy, twisting everything into a chaotic mess of infidelity. The anger begins to simmer inside me, a dark ember ready to ignite. I step forward, my voice low and dangerous. You both have destroyed everything I thought I knew. This isn't just about Clara anymore, it's about us. You betrayed me, Ella, and I turn to Clara, you were supposed to be part of our family. The man starts to back away, sensing the tension, but I don't care about him. I fix my gaze on Ella, whose expression has shifted from shock to defiance. You think this is over? She snaps, her voice trembling but fierce. You think you can just throw me away because of this? I feel my heart hardening. You've made your choices, Ella. And now, I'll make mine. I turn to Clara, seeing the desperation in her eyes, but I know I can't afford to feel sympathy right now. I need to regain control, to plan my revenge. I will ruin her life, just as she has ruined mine. I'll make sure everyone knows what she's done, that she won't escape this unscathed. As the door slams shut behind the man, I'm left standing in the wreckage of my home, the remnants of trust scattered like broken glass. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and I can already feel the icy determination settling in my chest. This isn't the end, it's just the beginning. The silence in the room is deafening, punctuated only by Clara's sobs and Ella's heavy breathing. I can feel the walls closing in, the weight of betrayal pressing down on me. I need to act, and I need to act fast. Ella, I say, my voice steady, cutting through the tension. We need to talk. Alone. I glance at Clara, who is still shaking, her hands clasped protectively over her belly. I don't want to hear her excuses anymore, this is between me and my wife. Ella hesitates, her eyes darting between me and Clara. But she. Now, I snap, the urgency in my tone leaving no room for argument. Reluctantly, Ella nods and walks toward the kitchen, her back tense. I follow, my mind racing, my heart still pounding with disbelief. As soon as we're out of earshot, I turn to her. What the hell was that, Ella? You just assaulted her. You should have walked away. She crosses her arms defensively. She was lying. You didn't see how she looked at him. She didn't care about you or our family. Her voice is rising, fueled by emotion. You don't get it, do you? I take a deep breath, trying to rein in my anger. No, you don't get it. You cheated on me with him. You're blaming her, but you're the one who broke our vows. I'm furious with both of you, but you were my wife. Ella's face softens, and for a fleeting moment, I see the woman I fell in love with. I didn't mean for it to happen. It was just a fling. I thought I could keep it separate. I never thought it would come to this. Keep it separate. I laugh bitterly. This isn't just a casual affair, Ella. It's a whole life you've entangled us in. And now Clara is pregnant. What are we going to do about that? Ella's eyes flash with frustration. What do you want from me? I messed up, okay. But I don't want to lose you. Losing me? I scoff, feeling the sting of betrayal. You already lost me the moment you decided to betray my trust. Her eyes fill with tears, but I can't let pity weaken my resolve. I need a plan, a way to regain control over my life. I'm done talking, I say, my voice low and steady. I'll take care of this my way. Your way. What does that even mean? She demands, her anger flaring again. It means I'm going to make sure you understand the consequences of your actions. You think I'll just stand by while you destroy everything we built? I'm going to show you what it means to lose everything. Ella takes a step back, her expression shifting to one of fear. You're serious? I nod, the weight of my words heavy in the air. Yes, and I need you to leave Clara out of this. She's in a tough spot, and I don't want her hurt any more than she already is. Are you planning to go after him? She asks, her voice a mix of anxiety and defiance. Let's just say I'll make sure he knows exactly what he's done. And as for you, this isn't over. I'll make you feel the same pain you've caused me. I can see the realization dawn on her face, the understanding that I'm no longer the man she could easily manipulate. I turn to leave, but she grabs my arm. Please, don't do anything drastic. We can fix this. Fix what, Ella? I pull away, my heart hardened. You've broken it beyond repair. I storm out of the kitchen, my mind racing with plans. I need information. Who is this man, and how deeply involved is he with Ella? I grab my phone and start searching for him, determined to find out everything I can. After a few minutes of digging through social media and mutual contacts, I discover his name, Mark. A quick scroll through his profile reveals he's not just some random guy, he's connected to Ella's work. This betrayal runs deeper than I thought. I lean back against the kitchen counter, a dark smile creeping onto my face. It's time to turn the tables. I'll reach out to Mark, confront him directly, and let him know I'm aware of his little affair with my wife. Later that evening, I find myself standing outside a local bar where Mark often hangs out, a place Ella has mentioned before. My heart races with adrenaline. This is it, the first step in my plan for retribution. As I walk inside, the dim lighting and thumping music drown out my thoughts. I scan the room and spot Mark at the bar, laughing and chatting with a group of friends. I approach, my resolve stealing with each step. "Mark," I say, my voice cutting through the noise. He turns, surprise etched across his face. "Who the hell are you?" "I'm the guy you've been cheating with," I say, my tone ice cold. "We need to talk." He looks taken aback, then smirks. "You must be Ella's husband. You're a bit late to the party, don't you think?" I can feel the anger boiling within me. "You think this is a joke? You're messing with my family." His smile fades, replaced by a look of confusion and then defensiveness. "Look, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Ella was clear about wanting to keep things casual." "Casual?" I scoff. "You're the one who got her pregnant. How casual is that?" Mark opens his mouth to reply, but I cut him off. "Here's what's going to happen, you're going to leave my wife alone. No more texts, no more calls. If I find out you're still involved with her, I'll ruin your life. You think this is just a game?" He stares at me, weighing his options. Finally, he nods slowly. "Okay, man. Just back off. I didn't sign up for any of this." I lean in closer, my voice a low whisper. "You're damn right you didn't. And if you think you can walk away unscathed, you're dead wrong." As I turn to leave, I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins. This is just the beginning. I won't rest until I've dismantled everything Ella has built, brick by brick. Outside, I take a deep breath, the cool night air filling my lungs. I can't afford to let emotions cloud my judgment. I've set my course, and I'm ready to see it through. Ella will understand the weight of her betrayal, and I'll ensure she feels every ounce of it. The game is on, and I'm just getting started. The next morning, the sunlight streaming through the kitchen window feels like a cruel joke. I'm seated at the table, my coffee cold and untouched, my mind racing with the implications of my confrontation with Mark. Ella is in the living room, her silhouette visible through the doorway. I can hear her trying to engage Lily, but I'm not ready to face her yet. I stand up and walk to the living room, where I find Ella kneeling beside our daughter, who is engrossed in her toys. The sight of them together stirs something deep inside me, a mix of love and betrayal. I force myself to focus. "Ella," I say, my voice steady but laced with an edge. She looks up, surprise and apprehension in her eyes. "We need to talk about last night." "Can't it wait?" she pleads, glancing at Lily, who looks up with wide eyes. Not in front of her. "No, it can't wait. This is about her, too," I reply, my tone firm. "She deserves to know the truth about the people in her life. And right now, you're not someone she should look up to." Ella's face pales, and she rises slowly, tension radiating from her. "What do you mean?" "Mark is out of the picture. But this mess, what you've done, it doesn't just disappear. We need to figure out how to move forward." Ella looks down, shame flooding her features. "I'm so sorry. I thought I could handle it. I didn't want to hurt you." "Hurt me?" I scoff. "You've already done that. And it's not just me, what about our daughter? You think she won't pick up on the tension? The lies? I know, I know, she bursts out, her voice rising with desperation. I'll make it right. I'll end things with Mark for good. Just give me a chance. A chance? I shake my head, incredulous. You think a few empty promises will fix this? You need to understand the gravity of what you've done. You broke my trust, and that doesn't come back overnight. I can prove to you that I'm still the woman you fell in love with, she insists, her eyes pleading. I want to fix this. For Lily's sake. For us. I pause, her words hanging in the air, but the anger simmering within me drowns out any sentiment. Proving it won't be enough. You need to face the consequences of your actions. That's the only way to rebuild anything. Before she can respond, my phone buzzes on the table, interrupting the tense moment. It's a message from an unknown number. Curious, I pick it up and read. I heard about you and Ella. Let's talk. I know things. My heart races. I type back, who is this? Someone who can help you, the reply comes almost instantly. I look up at Ella, whose expression is a mixture of confusion and worry. Who is that? She asks, moving closer to peer at the screen. Someone who claims to know something about you, I say, my voice low. About me? Her eyes widen. What do they know? I don't know yet, but it sounds like they have information that could be useful, I reply, my mind racing with possibilities. Maybe this is my chance to dig deeper into what's really been going on. I don't like this, Ella murmurs, her voice trembling. You're not seriously considering meeting them, are you? Why not? I say, a dark smile creeping across my face. If there's a way to turn this around in my favor, I'm going to take it. I type a quick response, where do you want to meet, and wait, my heart pounding. A few moments later, the reply comes through. The cafe on Maple Street. 2 p.m. Looks like I have a meeting, I say, my voice dripping with an unsettling calm. I'll see what this person has to say. Ella's face pales further. You can't just leave me hanging like this. What if they're lying? I shrug, unable to hide the flicker of excitement in my chest. I need to find out the truth, don't I? You're the one who put us in this position. I step outside, the air feeling charged with tension. As I drive to the cafe, I replay everything in my mind, Clara, the pregnancy, Mark, and now this mysterious tip-off. I need to regain control, to find a way to turn Ella's betrayal into a weapon I can wield. When I arrive at the cafe, the familiar scent of coffee and pastries fills the air, but I can't shake the feeling of impending confrontation. I scan the room, my eyes landing on a figure in the corner, a hood pulled low over their face. As I approach, the person looks up, revealing sharp features and intense eyes that seem to bore into me. You're here, they say, their voice low and steady. Who are you? I demand, my patience thinning. What do you know? They lean in, lowering their voice. I know Ella is in deeper than you realize. Mark isn't the only one she's been seeing. There's more, much more. My pulse quickens. What do you mean? Let's just say she has connections you wouldn't expect. This isn't just a fling, it's a pattern. She's been living a double life, they say, their gaze unwavering. Why should I believe you? I challenge, crossing my arms. You could be just another liar. The person smirks, seemingly unfazed. I have proof. I've been watching her for weeks. She thinks she's clever, but I can show you the truth. You want to make her pay, right? I lean closer, intrigued. What do you have? They pull out a phone and swipe through a series of photos. Each image reveals Ella in various locations with different men, all seemingly innocent at first glance but now twisting the knife deeper into my gut. See? You're not the only one in the dark, they say, tapping on an image of Ella laughing with a man I don't recognize, her hand resting on his shoulder. There's a whole web of deceit here. I feel my hands clench into fists, anger surging through me. I can't believe this. How long has this been going on? Long enough, they reply, their voice calm and calculated. If you want revenge, I can help you gather evidence. I know how to get her to slip up. What's in it for you? I ask, suspicious. Let's just say I have my reasons. I've seen the pain she's caused, and I think it's time someone made her face the music. They meet my gaze, their eyes dark with resolve. I nod slowly, the pieces starting to fall into place. Fine. I'll do it. But I need everything you have, and I need to know how you plan to do this. They smile, a predatory glint in their eye. I have a plan. But first, we need to set the stage. We'll bait her, and once she takes the bait, we'll reel her in. Are you in? Absolutely, I say, a fierce determination surging through me. I'm ready to turn this betrayal into the very thing that will break Ella, the retribution that will make her understand the weight of her choices. As we discuss the details, the thrill of the game ignites a fire in me. I won't just let her walk away from this. I'll make her feel every ounce of the pain she's caused, and I'll make sure Mark pays for his role in this twisted mess. By the time I leave the cafe, I feel like a man reborn, ready to unleash a storm of chaos that will leave nothing untouched. The plan is in motion, and there's no turning back now. Ella's world is about to be turned upside down, and I'll be the one holding the strings. The night air is thick with anticipation as I prepare for the final act of my meticulously crafted revenge. Every step I've taken has led to this moment, where betrayal and retribution intertwine in a deadly dance. My phone buzzes with a message from my mysterious ally, all set for tonight. Meet at the old warehouse on 5th Street at midnight. I glance at the clock, 11:45 p.m. Time is slipping away, and there's no turning back now. I drive through the silent streets, the city lights casting long shadows that mirror the darkness within me. The old warehouse looms ahead, its broken windows and graffiti-covered walls a perfect backdrop for the chaos about to unfold. I park a safe distance away, my heart pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration. This is the culmination of months of planning, the moment when I reclaim control over my shattered life. Inside the warehouse, the atmosphere is tense. My ally, a man named Alex, awaits me by a makeshift table littered with photographs and documents. His eyes meet mine, a silent understanding passing between us. Everything is ready, he states, his voice calm yet intense. We've got cameras set up, and the key players are in place. I nod, feeling the weight of our mission settle on my shoulders. Let's move. We move through the dimly lit space, navigating past stacks of old crates and machinery. At the center, a large screen displays live feeds from various locations around my house, places where Ella, Mark, and Clara frequent. This is our hunting ground, and tonight, they'll fall into our trap. Where's the bait? I ask, my eyes scanning the screens. Alex points to a feed from a nearby cafe. She's meeting someone here. That's your opening. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for what's to come. Let's go. We exit the warehouse and drive to the cafe, the tension building with each passing moment. The clock strikes midnight as we arrive, the streets eerily quiet. I park discreetly and watch from the shadows as Ella walks in, her posture tense, unaware of the storm approaching her. A few minutes later, Mark arrives, looking equally uneasy. They exchange hushed words before sitting down at a secluded table. My heart races, not just from anger, but from the anticipation of finally confronting them all. Alex signals that everything is recording. I approach the table, my steps deliberate and measured. Ella looks up, her eyes widening in recognition and fear. Mark tries to stand, but I place a firm hand on his shoulder, silencing him. Ella, Mark, I say, my voice cold and unwavering. We need to talk. Ella's eyes dart to Alex, who nods subtly, indicating the cameras are recording every word. What is this? She demands, her voice shaking. I pull out my phone, showing them the live feeds. This is everything you've done behind my back. The lies, the deceit, it ends tonight. Mark swallows hard, his bravado crumbling. You don't know what you're talking about, he stammers. I shake my head, stepping closer. Oh, I know exactly what's been going on. Ella, you've been living a double life, cheating on me with multiple men. And Clara, Clara, how could you betray us like this? Clara arrives unexpectedly, her face pale as she sees me standing before them. I didn't mean for any of this to happen, she pleads, tears streaming down her cheeks. But there's no room for mercy tonight. Alex steps forward, handing me a folder filled with incriminating evidence, photos, messages, and recordings that expose every deceitful act. This is the proof you need, he says firmly. I nod, my resolve hardening. It's time to face the consequences. Ella lunges at me, desperation overriding her fear. Please, don't do this. We can work it out. I step back, shaking my head. No, Ella. You've already destroyed everything we had. It's time for you to face the fallout of your actions. Mark tries to intervene, but Alex restrains him, ensuring he can't escape the inevitable. You thought you could play us both, but now the truth is out, I declare, my voice echoing through the silent night. As the police arrive, alerted by Alex earlier, the weight of my actions settles in. They arrest Mark and Clara for their roles in the deception, while Ella watches helplessly, her world collapsing around her. I turn away, unable to look at the woman I once loved, now a stranger consumed by betrayal. Back at the warehouse, Alex and I review the night's events. You did it, he says, a hint of respect in his tone. They won't be able to escape this. I nod, feeling a strange sense of closure. It's over. Now I can move on. As dawn breaks, I watch the sunrise from the warehouse window, the first light dispelling the darkness of the night. My home, once a place of love and trust, is now a testament to the depths of human deceit. But I'm free from the shadows that once consumed me. In the weeks that follow, the aftermath of my actions ripples through our lives. Ella faces legal consequences for her actions, her reputation tarnished beyond repair. Mark is left isolated, his career and relationships in ruins. Clara, burdened by guilt and shame, retreats from our lives entirely. I file for divorce, the final severance of ties that once bound us. It's a painful but necessary step, a way to reclaim my life from the ashes of betrayal. As I sign the papers, I feel a weight lift off my shoulders, the chains of deceit finally broken. One evening, as I sit alone in my study, reflecting on the tumultuous journey, I receive a letter. It's from Ella, filled with apologies and pleas for forgiveness. But I've moved beyond forgiveness, I've moved beyond her. With a final glance, I place the letter on the desk and walk away, leaving the past behind. The sun sets on a new chapter of my life, one free from betrayal and filled with the promise of healing. The scars will remain, reminders of the darkness I endured, but I embrace the future with a renewed strength. The web of deceit has been dismantled, and I step into the light, finally free from the shadows of betrayal.